Hello and welcome to Renaissance Knowing Your True Self. The last few videos, if you've been paying attention and watching, if you haven't, go back and listen to them. Um, I've been talking about this book that I've been reading that's called The Leader Who Had No Title by Robin Sharma. So with each video, specific the last three, I've been talking about 4 points in the book, or 4 main chapters in the book, about what the 4 different things are to become a leader. So the first one is you need no title to be a leader. We talked about that. The second one is turbulent times build great leaders. The last video that I did was about the deeper your relationships, the stronger your leadership, talking about connecting with people. So I don't need to go into those details. Like I said, if you want to understand more about what those 3 different topics were, I would suggest go back to the previous videos and watch them. You'll learn a lot. Because again, a lot of you who know me know that when I talk about these things, I am implementing them and learning, and I know from experience what's going on. And this is kind of like I talk from the perspective of my journey. So the last topic is called to be a great leader, first to become a great person. This to me ties everything together. I'll explain why. I did not realize this in terms of my journey so far. When I embarked on my personal development journey, I've met a lot of people and I've learned a lot of things from people. And they always say about when you're trying to pursue your dreams, etc., don't listen to the people who try to kill your dreams, things like that. But there's the other flip side of it, where you have people trying to, they tell you about pursuing their dreams. They've read books, they've listened to podcasts, they can talk a mile a minute about personal development. But if you look at their real life, they don't have that personal leadership. So that is the other aspect. Maybe you've noticed that. I've come across people that do that. And see, I'm one of those people, I like to learn from others, right? So I'm open-minded. I will listen because you know what? I love learning. Tell me something that stimulates my brain or something that I never thought of. I love having these aha moments in my head. And yes, so I've learned a lot, right? But that was because I've learned from what people are saying, from what they've been reading and from what they've been hearing, etc., right? So saying is one thing, doing is another thing. And the longer I spent time with these people, I started to realize that something was off, something didn't make sense. And then I realized that personal leadership was what is missing. So it's like going to a gym and not going to the gym, sorry. It's like watching fitness videos and saying, you know what, I know a lot about fitness, but I don't really implement anything and I just don't care and I don't exercise and I just let myself go, right? It's kind of the same thing. Personal development is very abstract. And so that's why it's very easy to talk about it. But the thing is, and so that's why someone like me who was embarking, I just wanted to just listen in and absorb what other people said. But now I'm starting to understand more about implementation, learning, doing, and working on myself. That is so key. You want to build your leadership. You want to call yourself a leadership coach or whatever it is that you want to do. Are you doing those things in your personal life? Are you leading yourself, number one? If you can't lead yourself, you can't lead other people. Are you taking charge of your life? Because if you're not taking charge of your life, how do you expect to advise other people? How do you expect to influence everybody else? People love to follow and they are inspired by people who are actually doing something, right? You can talk a big game at the end, but later on, as people get to know you, they'll realize, okay, well, this person is full of whatever. So I'm just not even going to pay attention because they just seem to know what they just talk about it, but they're not walking the walk. Very big difference. So for me personally, since April, I've been starting to reprogram my subconscious. I've been spending a lot more time with myself lately. Not that I haven't been with the lockdown, but still, I'm talking about more sacred time with myself. And there are a lot of things I've realized more that I really need help with. So I've been I've been now trying to work on reprogramming my subconscious mind. So things like listening to affirmations at night, getting up in the morning, listening to affirmations. And the other thing I started doing now in the last week or so, because something compelled me to do it, was to actually start writing my affirmations. So this is, and there's no set number of times or 10 times or whatever. I would just write. I would have one affirmation and I would repeat it, a page, 2 pages, whatever. And it's amazing how far I've gotten in terms of the just writing. I would come across an affirmation that I saw, and something would resonate, and I would just write 3 pages, 4 pages, whatever it took. But it's just something that I felt called to do, and maybe that was me, my energy, the message that I'm getting from inside to work on. And so I keep this book with me at all times, so that every time I want, if a thought comes in my head or something starts to bother me, or my brain wants to go work overtime, which I have this crazy brain, never seems to want to shut off. I can have a thought and it will just completely spiral out of control. That's when I would take this book and just find an affirmation and just start writing it down. And then sometimes I'll listen to music at the same time, whatever. So I just feel like, so the reprogramming of my subconscious has already started in April, and I kind of feel like I'm at this edge where, they say you're kind of like in the middle. There's these forces that, like you're kind of wrestling with yourself, and it's a very uncomfortable kind of a stage that I'm going through, but I feel like I need to persevere to get to the other side, where my brain wants to like take over, and it knows that my affirmations are starting to seep into my subconscious, and it's like the brain's starting to take over. It's starting to fight with me, and it's like I'm having this internal battle, but it's like I have to persevere and sit down, right? It's the work. It's a mental fitness game. It's not easy. Today I went through something where I just all of a sudden started crying, and it felt like it was a release that I needed. And I just, didn't stop it. I just sat there and let the tears flow, healing tears. And I felt like a motherly presence around me as I did that. And then all of a sudden, my brain seemed to have cleared up a little bit. So there's all these changes that I'm going through that I can't explain right now. But again, it's all a result of me working on myself again. Right? This is not from me just listening and reading. This is me taking the time, books away, podcasts away, and it says Rana spending time with Rana, right? What does Rana need to do? What is Rana struggling with? What can what can she do to address these things? Anxious thoughts, anxiety. Like I know that they're coming from somewhere, so I'm working on where is it coming from, right? Working on those things, and then and actually moving forward with that. So, so like I said, it's an uncomfortable stage right now, but you know what? The reward is worth it. So I'll just keep going. So that's what it is. So he talks about the acronym SHINE, where you see clearly, health is wealth, inspiration matters, neglect not your family, elevate your lifestyle. So seeing clearly in the sense is what I'm doing right now is seeing what my internal limiting beliefs are. What is my internal blockage? What is mentally holding me back? So working on those things, right? That is what I'm doing. Health is wealth, making sure I eat properly, exercise, things like that. I know we're in lockdown here in Manitoba, but I joined the Zoom workout, so at least I can exercise. It's not the same as going to the gym, but you know what? Something's better than nothing. Doing that, going for walks, etc. Inspiration matters. Filling myself up with things that inspire me. Doesn't have to be podcasts or anything. It could just be music, dance videos. I love watching dance videos, inspirational movies, things like that. Not neglecting my family, making sure that my family is there, it has me when they need. They're always there. It's you cannot sacrifice your family for success. Your family is your loved one. Take care of them and elevate your lifestyle. Enjoy life. Things I realize that I need to do in my own lifestyle. I'll talk about another video which comes with self-love is how am I treating myself at home? One little thing that I've started to do is actually eating dinner by myself at my nice dining table with nice plates. and with a candle and music going. It's like a romantic dinner that I'm having with myself. But that is in a way elevating my lifestyle as opposed to just trying to eat on the go or just sitting, at the kitchen table and just trying to wolf something down. So that is one, but maybe I'll do another video about things that we realize about ourselves in terms of elevating our lifestyle. So that's all I have. So personal leadership, very, very important to being a leader. You don't need a title to be a leader. Can you lead yourself? If you can lead yourself, slowly you will start to influence and you'll be able to lead others too. Again, everything is the same message. It all comes back to us. It's us. Everything starts with us, not outside. It's with us. Man, I'm excited about this one. Okay, I will let you go. I am done for now. And that wraps up the book. So the book is called A Leader Who Had No Title, and that is by Robin Sharma. It's a great read. I would highly recommend it. And like I said, it changed my life. So yeah, go ahead, get the book, and let me know what you think about it. Also, take care and like and subscribe. Bye.